Spa is steeped in history. They've been racing here for over 80 years, and it's still the driver's favourite.
Well, it's, I think, one of the most fabulous circuits in the world.
Spa's about man and machine versus the Ardennes Valley and the elements. You really have to be very brave. You have to commit and believe and trust in the car and the track and your own skills.
La Source looks like a straightforward hairpin, but it can be extremely challenging, as I found out in '98.
Coulthard in the wall. David Coulthard in the wall. They'll stop the race. They'll have to red flag this. Terrible. Look, oh, this is quite appalling. This is the worst start for a Grand Prix that I have ever seen in the whole of my life.
Eau Rouge, and in my opinion, one of the greatest corners in the Grand Prix calendar, and certainly one of the most respected amongst the current crop of drivers. As you come up over the rise at 180 miles an hour, you literally need blind faith in your machine. Get it wrong here, and you're in for a lot of trouble.
Oh, and that is a very big one indeed. It's Jacques Villeneuve.
As you get to the top of the hill, you're doing a couple of 100 miles an hour. Go up to Les Combes, engine is labouring like crazy.
And you may remember, this is where some German bloke got a bit confused and ran into the back of me.
Oh, God! Michael Schumacher, he's out. He's going to have it out with David Coulthard.
I think I could have had him.
Spa, for me, pure magic. Everything that seemed to be successful in Jordan's history and its career in motor racing seemed to happen here.
Fantastic!
That historic moment, Damon Hill winning, Ralf Schumacher second. For me, probably, well, the greatest day in my sporting history.
This is a racetrack that rewards you for attacking it. It pays you back if you really attack it and respect it.
Welcome to round 12 of the championship. This is the Belgium Grand Prix. I am Roben and we are heading over to Mikey Woolford to compare some qualifying laps.
So here we are then, qualifying comparisons. Spa-Francorchamps, down 27 on the left. I am the game on the right as we head down to Les Combes. Straightforward catch a braking zone. Both hit the apex absolutely beautifully. Dan straightens the car up very early and as such gets the traction. Both use a bit of curves down the hill. And as we get to the bottom of Eau Rouge, we see already that Dan 27 has gained a lot of time in just one corner. It's about a tenth there. And it won't change much going up the hill. So we see Jamie straight lines quite a bit through the top of Radion. But as they come round the Camel straight, you can still see that Dan is noticeably ahead still. And as we cross Sector 1, we see that Dan, 29.8, is 1/10 faster than I am the game. So we'll reset the cars and go from Sector 2 now. Top of Les Combes, both hit the corners very nicely indeed. Dan seems to have a lot more traction though. Both run wide, going down the hill. Dan keeps it very tight. And look at how wide I am the game has had to go. The car understeering completely off. And that's one of the contributing factors to the fact that he's 7/10 slower than Dan in this middle sector. Both run very wide there, and as we come down to Pouhon, very fast left-hander, need a good confident car. Both are very fast, flat out through the corner. Dan hits 6th gear earlier than I in the game, interestingly. Dan runs a little bit wider though than I in the game through there. Both hit the apex. Dan using more of the road it seems in the middle sector, but it seems to have paid off as he comes through the sector 2 split, 47.8 compared to Jamie. 48.5, 7/10 faster. As we reset for the final sector now, just a run through Blanchimont and the bus stop chicane. Fairly simple. Get the car out and then just foot down. Even in these intermediate conditions, Blanchimont is just a flat out left-hander. As we go, Jamie running a very wide actually. Going into the bus stop, they got to spot their break in, and they both do by the look of it. Clip the apex nicely. Behind the game has more curves which he will deploy now. And does, and across the line to be faster in the final sector than Dan 27, but only by 300ths of a second. This means the total lap times are 8/10 apart, and Aero Dan is on pole. Back to Eric.
These are the full qualifying results, with Dan 27 on pole position, leaving a huge gap to the cars behind him. SGM completes the front row, just ahead of I'm the Game and Romano. A good result for Drewdog, who starts in P5 with the two McLarens lining up behind him. Then comes Tadger, Kex 35, and unfortunately Big Monkey disconnected before the start of the race. So we will start with 9 drivers on the grid. The weather often seems to play a role here at Spa, and this time it's no different. Where we saw light rain during qualifying, there is heavy rain expected in the race. But as the track is dry at the moment, the teams can put on some fresh tires for the start. And for this race is joining me in the commentating box, Mikey Woolford.
Hello there.
Hello Mikey. So this is one of the favorite races of the season, for me at least, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, Spa's a fantastic track. It's a favourite of all the drivers. It's mainly through one corner though, that is Eau Rouge. There's plenty of action on this track.
Yeah, that's a really special corner, very high speed track, a very flowing track also, and the weather also seems to be playing its part.
Unusually it's dry for this race. We see Aero down on pole.
Yep, getting ready for the start. It's taking a bit long actually, and
yeah, the lights are on. Oh, there they go.
Like somebody disconnected there, but the lights are coming up and lights are out. No, yes, they are out at Spa, and we are on the way at the Belgium Grand Prix. Dan 27 is getting a good start from pole position.
Oh, no, I thought there was contact behind them, but there was no, it was all clean through turn 1.
Oh!
Oh!
Drewdog destroyed their vehicle.
What happened there, Eric?
We're going to see a replay, I guess, of the start, and we are on board with EMR now, who's lining up just behind Drewdog 727. For the start, and I'm hoping we can get a clear picture of what exactly happened there.
Romano had a fantastic start.
Braking a bit early here for turn 1, safely, and ooh, it seems that Romano is coming together with Drewdog there, and
seems like the Williams was involved.
Safety car deployed.
Yeah, so really disappointing there for the Virgin team and for Drewdog especially to just survive only one turn at this race. But
in this lap.
We are skipping ahead now for the restart.
And we've got JM here warming his tyres up. It's going to be his best chance of passing Dan on the restart, especially through Eau Rouge and up to Lake Coombe using the slipstream. He's also got to watch behind him for I Am the Game.
Yep, I Am the Game in third, so I think it's EMR now in 4th place now, starting from 7th, so he's really a winner in all that first lap incident.
Dan has bolted, Dan's gone.
Yep, it seems that this game has a way of really giving the driver ahead a clear start.
For that, he's 1.3 ahead as they come over the line. It's a huge gap.
Yeah.
Oh, and he outbrakes himself as well. That's not going to help.
He's going wide a bit, so Dan is gone and already putting himself at least 1 second ahead of and out of the DRS zone, really.
Up the hill, I wouldn't be surprised if the gap was nearer 2 seconds.
So we are on board with EMR and now right on the back of I Am the Game as they go through Eau Rouge, and he might have a little look up the outside there, but doesn't get that wrong, chooses the wrong side there, and the DRS is not activated yet, of course. It takes 2 laps, I think, after the restart.
Would he have to give that place back? Shouldn't have thought so, as he was the car in front.
Ooh, and he goes wide again there, and that allows Arno to catch up with him and passing him for P3.
Sauber looks a very difficult car to drive at this stage of the race, and he missed several apexes then. Maybe cold tyres.
Well, it's looking good for EMR now. Qualifying in 7th and now up to P3. So this first few laps really played into his hands, and he likes this track a lot. So it will be interesting to see if he can hold on to this.
Yeah, it seems like they crossed the line, start lap 6. The EMR now has I Am the Game right up behind him, and I think the DRS will be activated this lap anyway. So EMRNL is going to have to defend heavily into Lacoum.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dan 27 still in the lead from SGM in 2nd place, but as you can see, indeed, I'm the Game is coming up really quickly here with the DRS, and that's going to be an easy pass. Good move there from I'm the Game.
Just outbrakes him around the outside.
Making it stick there, and back into P3.
Seems like this battle could go on all race long. I've seen very evenly matched.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's Tadger 144 in 5th place behind them, not far behind these guys. So while they're battling, he might have a chance to catch up.
Yeah, Tadger's had a very good second half of the season. He started the season near the back, but has really picked up some form as we've come through the mid stages.
Exactly, and also teaming up with Dan, of course.
Oh, interesting line there from EMRNL.
Ooh, it goes wide there.
Kept the car, and look at that, Tadger straight on the back of him, and passes him as well. It does look, however, that he is on option tyres, so maybe that was a bit predictable, but still, not the most usual of passing places.
Nope, but this is what Formula 1 is all about, going wide slightly and just losing a place because of it. These fine details are really playing a role in this league, and the field is really close, we can see here.
Yeah, we've got SJM here in 2nd place, in front of Tadger now, who's made his way up to 3rd. He's done very good last couple of laps. Seems like Dan's far and away in front though.
Yeah.
That. He's 11.5 ahead of SJM, and this is lap 10. You've got to put your money on Dan winning this race already.
Yeah, but he was scheduled to pit actually at this lap, but he's staying out, probably trying to wait and see how the weather changes are going to happen or not.
Yeah, the sky looks pretty blue and doesn't seem there's much chance of rain at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Tadger's only a second behind SJM, so maybe he could get the DRS this lap as well.
As we are on board now with SGM, and indeed Tadger is right on the back of him.
Wow, look at the speed difference of that.
Has a look on the outside there, and yeah, just clearly gets past him, and an easy pass.
Oh,
but
what the happened there? Seems like the suspension nearly broke on that Williams.
he just went wide there and had to use the runoff area through Lacoum, but he's still right on the back of Tadger.
He is. Tadger having a fantastic race so far.
Yeah, it's looking to be an HRT 1-2 at the moment, actually.
It is. I also noticed that...
But he goes wide there at Puan.
Oh, is he going to overtake him?
Tadger defending there on the inside, but...
Nice defending, very, very well held in. Great driving from the pair of them. And SGM gets the place back.
Yep, good move there. SGM was not going to give up that place. And he's back into second, but meanwhile Tadger has passed him again.
2 laps later, and we've got Eye on the Game onto the back of this group now as well.
Yep. Tadger also starting on the options and staying out really long on these options.
Yeah, it's a very long stint for a set of options on this track. Usually they must be worn quite a lot, and I suspect that's why SJM and Eye on the Game are now right on him.
Yeah, and as the clouds are getting darker now, we see a little bit of raindrop.
Front left of that HRT looks absolutely demolished. He's going to have to fit this lap.
Yep, and as the rain is coming down now, it might be for Inters even. I'm not seeing a good move by putting some slicks on now.
Yes, I think it is Inters. I can see out in the pit lane that they have got Inters ready for the car.
but I don't know.
And SGM, meanwhile, in the left bottom of your screen, is following him in the pit.
Like Williams have got inters ready for that car as well.
Yep. Everybody seems to be switching to inters, but meanwhile, Tadger is staying out and he's in the lead of this race at the moment.
There is Tadger, but will he be fast enough at this stage to just drive away from Dan on those tyres? Because will Dan's intermediate tyres overheat before any meaningful rain comes down?
Well, he's just storming through Eau Rouge there and already on the back of Tadger and passing his teammate here, I think, around the outside.
That looked a little too easy for me. It seemed like Tadger saw sense there and just let his faster, more experienced teammate through.
Yeah, doesn't want to race him at this point of the race. Of course, they are on different tires, and Tadger seemingly struggling a bit on the dry tires, so he's probably going to come in soon as well. As we get a replay here of an EMRtelevision.
Here then. Oh, he just runs. Oh, hello. Just runs a little bit wide in the second Stabilo.
He just makes a 360 there, a pretty...
Very nicely saved, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good save.
But I think that lets Romano through.
So EMRtelevision from P3 falling back now to 6th place. And the question is he going to pit for inters? Romano is staying out.
Yes, he does. Romano stays out.
The McLaren driver decides to put on some inters as well, and it will be interesting to see if that's the right call.
Will be. I think with the rain coming down though, the inters at this stage of the race are the best call. It seems like options at the start, depending on when the rain came down, were also the best tyres to be on.
Yeah. As we are skipping it to the end of this lap, and we can see meanwhile Romano is in the pits and EMRtelevision's already on the back of him.
Yeah, the rain's really come down this lap. People who stayed out on dry tyres would have had no hope. Shades of Dan 27 at Canada when he stayed out far too long.
Ooh, this is going to be close.
Oh!
Tadger just came out of the pits ahead of EMRtelevision, but EMRtelevision has much better traction off that last corner and can take that place, so yeah.
That really is evidence of that choosing the right car at the right time really is very important now. I mean, EMRtelevision made it 2 places there just by pissing about a lap earlier.
Exactly, and Tadger and Romano seems to be losing ground because of staying out, so it's EMRtelevision back into 4th. So we are skipping ahead to lap 18 where we are on board with SGM.
Oh, nearly binned it as well. He's fighting that car. Oh, there's another safety car. What's happened there?
Kex has destroyed the vehicle, it seems, and I hope to see a replay of that or some footage, but this surely will bunch the pack together again.
Gonna close the field up and negate all those tyre choices, so Tadger might not have lost out as badly as he might have thought.
As the clouds are getting really dark now and the rain is coming down heavily.
It's like Dan's pitting, Eric.
Yeah.
He will lose track position if SJM doesn't pit. Almost certainly.
But they got some wet tires ready, and yeah, the rain is really heavy now. It's pouring down, and everybody seems to go for the wet tires and use the opportunity of the safety car to get a free pit stop here.
Yeah. Can't remember the last time we had a fully wet race at the end. I think it was Malaysia the last time it rained from a dry start.
Yeah, also at Hungary, of course, but you have to be on the lookout for any possible weather changes, as
situated in the valley, it's always a dangerous place for weather.
As EMRtelevision also decides to put on some wet tires there. And Romano moves up into 3rd place with all those pit stops.
And really held the field back there. Quite a long way, but they got them jump.
Yeah, as we have the restart here with the SGM 1337, and again he's losing ground on the restart there. He doesn't really get close enough to Dan to give him any challenge really into turn 1 here.
That's 1.3 behind again, just like the first restart. Oh, and he runs very wide out of Lecombe. Sorry, not Lecombe, La Source.
Back on board with EMRNL now on lap 23. He's still in 4th place, but he's falling behind. He's not keeping up pace with Romano, but you can see a car in front of him.
Yes, there's spray in front of us has got very near for a car that's 5 seconds ahead. Is there a bit of problem there?
Well, I'm not sure who it is. I cannot see it from here.
It is Romano. Romano must have made an error at the second part of Stablo there.
Oh, is there a problem with the Williams driver there? I'm not sure, but it seems that he's still going there through La Source.
Doesn't seem like a puncher. Oh, or is it? Is there something wrong with that car?
I'm not sure. There's a bit of contact, but EMRNL is going to take his place here. Romano is obviously struggling in these conditions. Might have some damages to his car, but yeah, hard to tell.
Romano coming back at him though, coming up to the top of the hill. Will he be able to break him around the outside? He'll stay and will get the place as well.
Ooh, really good move there by Romano, and daring move, but he makes it stick and is back into 3rd place. And meanwhile, I'm the Game is right on the back of these guys. While they're battling, they're losing time, and I'm the Game is joining their little battle, it seems, and right behind him there's also another driver in 6th place, not far behind.
Could be a repeat of what happened last lap. And he is, even before the turning. Great move there from EMRNL. Has to keep it on the road, and does. Very nicely done. A car went off there, I'm fairly certain. I saw a car in the background off the track.
Yeah, it must be Romano, as I'm the Game is up into 4th place now, right on the back of EMR now. And will he try and move on around the outside? He does, but...
Yeah, I think he bailed out. I think he would have either had to bail out of that one or go across the grass on the inside of the corner, and it would have had to involve him giving the place back. So good driving there from the Game.
Yep. So again, these guys are in the battle, just like at the start of this race. It will be interesting to see how it will all unfold here, as we are skipping ahead to lap 32, and EMRNL is pulling a little gap here.
He's got a 2-second lead over Ryan the Game now. There's a car quite close to the back of the man in 4th place, so it might, I assume, be Romano fighting his way back through midfield. As we've got the bottom left-hand corner, down 27, really stretching out his lead. Not having so much problems like he normally does. Seems like a very easy car to drive at HRT today.
Yeah, at these tricky conditions he does manage to pull it off again, it seems, at Dan 27. Yeah, and EMRNL is still looking for a podium place here, but he's going to have to stay consistent, and one mistake would be enough to let I'm the Game be right on the back of him, or even let him through, because he's still only 2 seconds behind him.
McLaren looks very stable through the fast corners though. He's able to really pull that car through Pouon with very little work of the wheel.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, this is really some good driving going on here. These are not easy conditions. The rain is pouring down heavily.
These are very treacherous conditions. I drove in these earlier on in the season in Malaysia, and you've got to be fully concentrated to be able to keep the car on the road. So all these drivers are doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, skipping ahead now to lap 35, and it's still Dan 27 in the lead from SGM in 2nd, and with a good healthy gap back to 3rd place EMRNL, about 22 seconds. So it seems like this is a battle for 3rd going on here between EMRNL and I'm the Game.
Yeah, strangely, I did notice that the McLaren's tyres were overheating on that little piece of telemetry we just saw. Not fully green, which might lose him grip. Oh, and as I say that, he runs very wide into Pouon. Still got a 1.8 second lead over Ryan the Game though.
Yeah, these guys are very evenly matched, although there is a little gap. The gap is yeah, steady and not increasing or changing much. But yeah, as you said, the tires are a bit overheating. Maybe that the weather is improving. We can see the rain is stopped.
Yeah, it must be lightening the rain. Even with that mistake though, EMR gained half a second in the middle sector over I am the game that lap. And there we go again, just shows how the tyres are overheating. It's got to find those water patches now to avoid the tyres going off before the end of the race.
Yep. Only 9 laps to go now.
Yeah, it's been a very quick race, and that was a very good lap from EMR now. Faster than his previous. And oh, wow! That was very close. Doesn't want to be doing that too often.
That could have ended up much worse, but he gets away with it as there's somebody in the pits there.
You're pulling out the second and lap.
Has it stopped raining? Seems like it stopped raining almost.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Romano? I think that was Romano being a lap down now, surprisingly. Getting out the way.
Yep.
I'm very surprised that this track doesn't dry out towards the end of the race and people have to pit again. Because at least for another set of intermediate tyres.
Yeah, but the question is, would you make up 20 seconds of the pit stop in just about 6 laps?
I'd say if you pitted now, then possibly, yeah. But every lap you leave it, you've got yourself less time to make up that gap, and you still overtake the car in front.
Yeah.
It's a risk, and it's not a risk I would take if I was in the top 3 right now.
Yeah, but if you want to do it, you have to do it now, and
exactly.
It might have been Romano who just pitted.
Yeah, he might have been the guinea pig for all of this. He might have stuck a set of intermediate tyres on. It might suit Jamie down in 4th to try the same thing. He's got nothing else to lose, but top 3 I can't see wanting to pit at this stage.
Yeah.
On that graphic there, we also see the EMR now has got the gap to below 22 seconds for SJM now, and pulling out 7 seconds that I had in the game, so he's had a very good stint.
Yep, as we are on board now with SGM, he's at the end coming down here to bus stop at lap 42, and he's not far behind Dan actually. He pulled back some of that gap.
Yeah, he's had a very good couple of laps. It might be turned to the tyres though. He's +1 and Rich. Is Dan having fuel issues? He's had fuel issues at random points this season. And as we see there, look, the gap has really has dropped dramatically. It's just 4 seconds now.
Yeah, with 2 laps to go, is there even a chance for SGM to take his second victory? You know that he took the victory at Silverstone.
It's 4 seconds as we come across the line there. Have to see the gap through sector 1. It's going to be very, very close indeed.
Yep. It looks like we still have a battle at our hands for the win here.
Still 4 seconds, so maybe not as bad as first steered.
But SGM really pushing hard now, trying to make up that...
Ooh, yeah, really pushing hard. Nearly lost the back of the car then. You'd rather take 2nd over 6th. Don't want to bin the car at this stage of the race.
But it's interesting to see SGM really competitive when he's joining. And
yeah.
I'm wondering what could have been his position in the championship if he would have joined more races, and if he would have been here with us at the start of the season.
Yeah, he's a proven race winner from other formulas, and he's come into this league here and really given a good account of himself. And as you see, he's a fighter.
Yeah, he's giving Dan 27 a run for his money, that's for sure. Every time he joined the races, he has been competitive and challenged Dan. Even the slightest bit, he did get some good results. Let's see.
Oh look, he's lost back the car. Oh, it's gone wrong.
He lost the rear.
Yeah, he lost the rear going into the bus stop chicane, and that has ended all hope of him getting the win. Oh, and it's a bit too eager there. What happened there? He lost all of his front wing there. That's a really strange one. just as we were praising his ability, and he does a very, very rookie error. Losing the back end in the bus stop is very easily done, but spinning whilst trying to get yourself out of a spin, I haven't seen that done for a very long time.
Yeah, that's a shame for SDM, as he was having a really good race, was really consistent, and then just on the penultimate lap losing the rear there. But he really wants to keep it together to hold on to second place, because that's not a bad result.
Yeah, you can't complain at second place at Spa. I've noticed Dan 27 is finding the water a lot. Even though there's no standing water left, he's still trying to get off the dry line as much as possible.
Yeah, of course he has a little bit of breathing space now down to STM, so he will be looking to just cool his tires as much as possible and bring the car home without risking a puncture or anything else.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do anything to ruin his race at this late stage. He's not even fighting the back of the car. You can tell he's not pushing.
Yeah, he's just cruising home really. He just wants to bring it home and win here at Spa.
He's had a flawless race pretty much. He's not been under any pressure. Even the restarts, he was at least 1.3 seconds ahead over the line. Standard race here really from Dan 27.
Yeah, he has had a great race, and it's really really nice to win at this special track here at Spa-Francorchamps, as it is Dan 27 winning the Belgium Grand Prix.
It seems like Scythe has kept on second. I feel like still on. He's going to run this very low indeed. Doesn't want to lose the back end of the car again. Runs wide a bit.
But it seems like EMRtelevision is about 18 seconds behind him, so...
He got a puncher. Look, he got a puncher at the final corner.
Whoa. Well, luckily for him, he is home now, as we get to see a replay.
What is going on?
EMRtelevision almost off there at Rivage. He just managed to keep it out of the gravel there.
Kept it on the island to the EMRtelevision there.
Yeah.
And it seems to come home for a very, very well-deserved third place. He started 7th on the grid and hasn't had the easiest of races by any account.
Yep. He wins that little battle for third place from I'm the Game. These guys have been battling multiple times this season, and this time EMRtelevision takes his second podium and a good result. And the final race results are Dan 27 with another victory from SGM 1337 in second place. EMRtelevision takes his second podium of the season while finishing ahead of I'm the Game, and Tedger in P5 taking home 10 points for the team. A disappointing result for Romano, crossing the finish line 2 laps down on the front runners. Both Kex35 and Drudok did not make it to the end of the race, and sad times for Red Tabor after disconnecting during the start procedure. HRT must be delighted with Dan 27 taking another victory and extending his lead to Romano. Woolly 51 and XACP are stuck on points after leaving their teams, but rumors indicate teams are on the lookout to sign one of these drivers. EMRtelevision and I'm the Game are catching up Greek Don't Lie after some good results here at Spa. And Indrexen drops 2 places after missing this race, as both SDM 1337 and Tedger took home some solid points. HRT extends their lead to Williams on top of the constructors table. McLaren moves ahead of Force India in 3rd place, and another 12 points for Sauber allows them to move up in 5th place ahead of Mercedes. Well, thank you for joining me in the commentating box for this race, Mikey.
Not a problem, it was a pleasure being here.
I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will be back again soon with us.
Yep, I plan to be with you at one of the next races, if not this week indeed.
Okay, thank you, and that's all folks, so thank you for watching and goodbye.
See you later.